All right, last one on the NFC South list here. Best and worst case scenarios. The Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, Falcons fans are going to hate this so much. The analogy that I used for the graphics is going to be just universally hated by Falcons fans.
To me, the Atlanta...
Well, most people.
I can already hear the comments of, what the fuck do puppies have to do with the... Just,
You'll get to it.
I'll tell you.
He'll have to explain.
Yeah.
And
For the Atlanta Falcons to be really good this year, good, damn near great this year, they're going to have obviously everything go the right way. Matt Ryan is going to have to be MVP level like he was 5-7 years ago. They're going to have Mike Davis turn into a real boy. They're going to have Calvin Ridley stand up to #1 coverage. Russell Gage has to step up to be a solid #2.
Which I think, he's not a 2. Kyle Pitts is the 1, Calvin Ridley's the 2. Kyle Pitts is a wide receiver. At the end of the day, I evaluated him that way. I graded him that way. I've told you that since day one, and that's the reason that he went at #4.
Right.
Because he's a wide receiver.
Right.
So best case scenario.
I don't know if all of that is possible along with your defense being credible.
Yeah, credible is a good word.
All right, so before I put the still up here, I need to explain this.
Uh-oh.
What do I always call Arthur Blank?
Cruella DeVille's husband.
Because he looks like Cruella DeVille's husband. I don't know how many of you have ever watched 101 Dalmatians, but Arthur Blank looks like the man that would be married to Cruella DeVille.
Mm-hmm.
Very evil looking.
So, with that being said, best case scenario for the Falcons is the puppy coat fits. Best case scenario, the puppy coat fits.
I don't think you should be making dog jokes with the Atlanta Falcons. To me, it seems a little rash. Seems a little...
I didn't even kind of think of that.
I didn't even think about it until just now, but here we are, smack dab in the middle of it.
So Arthur Smith becomes the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, and I think he turns this team around offensively, which, just remember, Dan Quinn was a defensive guy. He's been there for quite a while now. Now they got an offensive head coach. Matt Ryan is still in the middle tier of quarterbacks. I still think he's top 12 in this league.
Yep.
I think Mike Davis showed last year that he could be a good running back in this league. Mm-hmm. Calvin Ridley is unbelievable. Kyle Pitts, I think, is going to be even better than we've talked about, which is kind of crazy. The problem with this team is the defense. And the defense is so bad. I don't know if it can be fixed in a year. If they can be god-awful like they were last year and then come be credible, using your word,
yep.
They could be, and the offense is clicking and stuff like that. I think best case scenario, this team's still going to be 9-8. I don't think, and that's 9-8 without making the playoffs.
I think they can make the playoffs.
Huh. I don't.
Best case scenario, I think they can. I absolutely think they can. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you how they do it.
Okay.
They out-fucking-score you.
Yeah.
Because they have Kyle Pitts, who is a demon monster from the underworld that's 6'5" and runs a 4.40. And he will out-physical you, he will out-strong you, and, okay, what do you do with that?
Yeah, you can't guard him.
You're not going to be able to one-on-one defend him.
Yeah.
He's too freaking big. Mm-hmm. All right, so what does that mean? That means Calvin Ridley's not going to... Either you're going to leave Kyle Pitts all to his own devices, of which, if you do, good luck.
Yeah, one-on-one with the linebacker. Not
or you're going to leave Calvin Ridley one-on-one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who is a get the ball in space, shifty, I can beat you one-on-one kind of guy.
To the house.
And then you have Russell Gage on the other side, on the outside, that can beat you deep, can hit home runs. Yeah, I see a path that they can make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I do. Do I like the defense? No. Mm-hmm. But Grady Jarrett, Dante Fowler can get after the quarterback. Deion Jones comes back fully healthy. A.J. Terrell grows up a little bit, and you hit one of your young guys to play on the other side, whether it's Kendall Sheffield, Isaiah Oliver, or Darren Hall.
Yeah.
That's how they can make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the record would be at best case scenario?
11-6.
That's crazy.
Have you seen the schedule?
I know,
the schedule's terrible.
I have seen the schedule.
The
best I can get to is 9.
I think in our early projection.
I'll play it out for you. First 5 games of the year. Eagles at Tampa Bay, at the Giants, Washington football team, Jets. You're telling me there's no shot they're 4-1 walking away from that?
Yeah, there's no shot.
I 100% see a shot that they are because they outscore Washington. Well, the way I just said, okay, who's going to defend Kyle Pitts?
Yeah.
Turns into a shootout. It's in Atlanta. It's in the Dome. They play better in the Dome. You're telling me there's no shot they go 4-1. You're telling me there's no shot they beat the Eagles, the Giants, the Washington football team, and the Jets.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
I guess there's a shot.
There's a shot they go 4-1. All right, coming back after that, at the Dolphins, winnable game. I don't think they will win it, but it's winnable. And it's coming off a bye week. Carolina, winnable game. At the Saints, winnable game. At the Cowboys, should have beat them last year. And yes, I know Dak's back. I got all that.
Well, Dak was playing there.
New England, they're better than New England. Jacksonville, they're better than Jacksonville. Tampa Bay, San Francisco, then you get in Carolina, Detroit, New Orleans, and Buffalo. You're telling me you can't find 11 wins in that?
There's actually,
you're trying not to.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of dog shit on this schedule.
Yeah, because I think a lot of that was far hard for me because I think I had them winning in our first picking of our records. I think I had them winning 4 games. So I'm just, even best case scenario, I think it was hard for me to justify 7 more wins. But with you just reeling them off, and if it's a best case scenario, they can easily win.
5 worst defenses in the league, 4 of them are on this schedule.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario. Now, when you give the best case scenario, you're also going to give the worst case scenario.
That's right. And the worst case scenario is that Matt
It's
Ryan
not as bad as you think. It's God, the Michael Vick thing. I can't believe I forgot.
The worst case scenario is that Matt Ryan does not get anywhere close to being what he has been. Kyle Pitts just has trouble translating to the NFL, which I don't think is really possible.
Not gonna happen.
But I mean, Mike Davis is Mike Davis. He turns into Seattle Mike Davis rather than being last year's Carolina Mike Davis.
See, I don't think it's any of those things. It's real simple to me.
Okay.
The puppy's piddle in the Dome. If Atlanta's going to be real good, you better be 6-2 at home.
Yeah.
You better be. It was just. Oh, actually, it'd be 6 and they'd have to be 5-2 at home because one of their home games is in London.
Is in London, yeah.
Thanks for taking that.
Thanks, NFL schedule.
Thanks, because that should have been a Jets home game. I'm real glad they gave it to you because we play 9 games at home this year, and then play one that's not actually a road game. I'm gonna make so much money on the Jets this year. I know we have some Jets fans in the comments. I am going to make so much ever-loving money on the Jets this year that I may not have enough places to spend it all.
Yeah.
I may just have to give it away on this show.
You can give it away to me.
Yeah.
I'll That's probably not going to happen.
I'll take it.
Worst case scenario, the defense is just as bad as it was last year. They really miss Julio Jones, and I just can't. I don't think Matt Ryan's going to take that much of a dip no matter what. I still think he's really good, And Mike Davis is what he is, so I think that's the care of what's going to happen. Defense is just as bad as it was last year. They make no more improvement. They really miss Julio Jones and Mike Davis. I think those are the 3 things that make this worst case scenario for this team. And worst case scenario, I think, is where I was having them originally pick, and I think 4 or 5 wins. I think that's worst case scenario.
Yeah, I think that's not only worst case scenario. I think that's more than likely what happens. Is that this team's going to end up somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 wins, and they're going to be picking high in the draft again.
All right. The summation here. I disagree with you, first of all. I would say the Falcons fall somewhere in that 7, 8, 9 win realm. I think the Panthers are just slightly above that. Tampa's off in the distance. And I think the Saints are the worst team in this division. That's how I believe this division goes.
Yeah.
Do you disagree with anything I just said?
I do. I disagree. I think New Orleans is going to be ahead of Atlanta.
You smell that?
Yeah, I smell a bet coming.
I smell a bet coming. You want in on this?
New Orleans finishes ahead of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm willing to. I'm willing to put that on the board.
I think I'm going to have to. I'm willing to put that on the board as well.
So you're going Saints?
I think the Saints are going to. No. I think the Falcons are going to be the worst team in this division this year.
That's what I'm saying. You're taking the Saints to have to be the better team.
Yes.
You're taking Saints?
Yeah.
You're taking Saints? I'm taking Falcons.
You can put it on the board. Yes.